Army, Navy, I have to ask this question. How many vets do we have in here, veterans? No, there's one. World War II, Korea? That's it? Any Vietnam vets? Well, maybe I ought to change this song then. I want to dedicate this song to the vets that's not here, and especially to the vets that they're serving our country today in Afghanistan, Iraq, and wherever. This is for them. I walked through a county courthouse square. On a park bench, an old man was sitting there. I said, "Your old courthouse is kind of run down." And he says, "No, it'll do for this little town." I said, "Your old flagpole's leaned a little bit, and that's a mighty ragged flag that you have hanging on it." He said, "Have a seat." So I sat down. "Is this the first time you've been to our little town?" I said, "I think it is." He says, "I don't like to brag, but we're kind of proud of that ragged old flag." You see, we got a little hole in that flag there when Washington took it across the Delaware. And it got powder burned the night that Francis Scott Key sat down to write, "Say, can you see?" And it got a bad rip in New Orleans with Pakenham and Jackson tugging at its seams. And it almost fell at the Alamo, but besides the Texas flag, she waved on though. She got cut with a sword in Chancellorsville, and she got cut again at Shiloh Hill. There was Robert E. Lee, Beauregard, and Bragg, and that south wind blew hard on that ragged old flag. On Flanders Field in World War I, she got a big hole from a Bertha gun, and she turned blood red in World War II. She hung limp and low for a time or two. She was in Korea and Vietnam, and she went where she was sent by her Uncle Sam. And she waved from our ships upon the briny foam, and now they're almost quitting her back here at home. But in her own good land, she's been abused, burned, dishonored, denied, and refused. And the government for which she stands is being scandalized throughout the land. And she's getting threadbare and she's wearing thin, but she's in good shape for the shape she's in. For she's been through the fire before, and I believe she can take a whole lot more. So we raise her up every morning, we take her down every night. We don't let her touch the ground, and we fold her upright. You know, on second thought, I do like to brag, 'cause I'm mighty proud of that ragged old flag. To our vets. I'd like to bring a young lady. She's going to come up here.
Wait a minute, let me say this. Carl McCullough, ladies and gentlemen. How about